So it's so great to be back here in Sugarland, and I need to share with you an amazing story that I heard while I was in Israel just last week. And this is about the granddaughter of the Chafetz Chaim, the granddaughter of the Chafetz Chaim, the great Chafetz Chaim, the author of 22 of the most fundamental books in Judaism, of modern day Judaism, including the Mishnah Brura, which is like the household, law book of Jewish law. It's just like the most practical, simple. We know the laws of Lashon Hara. We know the laws of slander, prohibited speech, is known to the world because of the Chafetz Chaim, because of the emphasis that he placed on pure and holy speech. So his granddaughter got caught up with the communists, and she became a communist and went very far away from Torah observance. And I heard that many years later she came back to visit the Chafetz Chaim, her grandfather. And she said to her grandfather, Zaidi, what's wrong with you? You're living here in this little shtetl of Radin, right? Radin was in Poland at the time, now it's in Belarus. And you're like locked up in a little cage here. You have your little apartment. You have your yeshiva. You have your shul. Go out and see the world. Look at the advancements of the world. Look at how great, the accomplishments of the world are. You're sitting here locked up So the Chafetz Chaim says to her, not only that, the advancements are going to be so great that they're even going to be able to put a man on the moon. And he foresaw that there's going to be technology to be able to see from one side of the world to the other. Like the cell phones. We can stand over here and you can talk to someone in video conference in Israel, in China, wherever, any place. Unbelievable advancement. He said, but there's one thing that all of that advancement and all of that technology will never be able to create. And that is a mensch. Technology, advancement, all of that cannot create a mensch, a human being, right? Filled with qualities, with virtues. He said that we create right here. Right? This is a manufacturing plant for human beings. This is where we make human beings. You're right. The technology, that's out there. Right? The other things, the advancements, that's out there. That's great. I just want to share with you one other thing. Talking about the Chafetz Chaim, talking about the advancement. First, that first idea, I think, is just a phenomenal lesson. That's what the Torah is. The Torah is the manuscript for human beings. How to be a mensch. How to treat your fellow properly. How to act in every situation. This is what the Torah gives us. It gives us the blueprint in how to be a mensch. But another story about technology. The Chafetz Chaim said that the question was asked to the Chafetz Chaim, why are there so many technological advancements now in this generation? And imagine, he passed away in 1934. So if the technological advancements were advanced then, you think about what they are today. And he said, there's going to be a time where you're going to be able to see from one side of the world to the other. You're going to be able to see, right? He said, do you know why? Because we're going to be, in future generations, so weak in our faith in God that technology will be a tool to remind us of God's existence. Think about it for a second. A camera can see, right? I can stand here. We're right now on Facebook, right? You could be anywhere in the world and you're right here in the room with us. And you think God can't see everything? I'm talking to human beings, amazing people here in Sugar Land, Texas, Missouri City. And it could be heard all over the globe. Not only could be heard all over the globe, it could be heard all over the globe not only right now, but till Facebook collapses and goes bankrupt, right? Whenever that may be. It's not here to stay. And YouTube, when that's gone, so that's when the sound is silenced. And you think God, and that voice could be heard, the voice of Torah, and you think that God can hear everything you say? If we take this device called a cell phone, or you take take a computer, and think of the amount of technology this piece of plastic has, right? And now you think God doesn't have that capability? See, he said technology is a tool to maximize our faith and belief in God. In Psalms, we talk about this, right? An eye can see and you think God can't see. An ear can hear and you think God can't hear. A mouth can speak and you think God can't speak to us. A nose can smell and you think God can't smell. Who gave it to us? God gave us sight. God gave us the ability to hear. And everything else that's all around us. So when you see, you can see these. You have these videos, the viral videos that go around of people who get caught on camera without knowing that there was a camera. You have break-ins. Someone breaks into a home and it was caught on camera. Guess what? Everything you do your entire life is caught on camera. God's camera. Right? There was a secret listening device in the room. Guess what? Everything you say, God records. Right? Hakol b'sefer nechtavim. Everything is written. That's the power of technology. Technology, the goal of technology, the reason why God brought it into this world, not only as a tool to disseminate Torah, but as a tool to remind us that if this little cell phone or device is able to see from one side of the world to another, to hear from one side of the world to another, to communicate one side of the world to the other, don't you think God has that ability? Don't you think that God has that power as well? In order to give us a little shudder down our spine, like it's add a little fear of God into our lives to recognize this is it's the real deal. So Hashem should bless us all, that we should live with the understanding constantly of how great He is and that He's always here with us. The Almighty is always with us. And that, back to what we said before, the Torah that God gave us as a gift is the tool to maximize a human being. In this room that we study here, you're right, we leave the technology out. We leave that stuff at home. We turn off our ringer. We're disconnected. Over here, we create human beings. Over here, we create a mensch. So it's an honor to be here and to learn with all of you every Thursday night. It's such a privilege. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you to all of our friends online for joining us. Have a lovely evening.